it seems that, of course, it's only the creators that aren't super huge. The big money makers in the YouTube field aren't being hit by this. Only the smaller creators. And what is crazy to me is like that some of these smaller creators have 1 million, 2 million subs. They have 100K. Those are big channels. Those are still big channels. But there are so many of those now that now it seems that all YouTube cares about are the people who have 15 million. Like Jake Paul and Logan Paul. They have gigantic platforms. So it makes sense in a really weird, convoluted, fucked up way that their video slipped through and wasn't demonetized and was just immediately sent to trending. And it makes sense that Logan Paul's video was sent to trending because he's a big YouTuber. His videos would end up on trending anyway. But the fact that it was just sent to trending and no one bothered to take a look to see what the video's content was, I don't know. It seems a little fishy to me, personally. So, yeah, so then the YouTube algorithm of the content it promotes. I'm sure all of YouTube fans and YouTube creators have noticed how the algorithm favors certain videos over others. Like for a while, they preferred longer gaming video content, so that's a lot of what was recommended. And now it's switched to vlog content, the Jake Paul, Logan Paul type of content. And that type of content itself is problematic, but the fact that the algorithm is changing so frequently and YouTubers can't really keep up, again, another thing I really think that YouTube needs to change, because I'm tired of getting recommended all of the same videos for things I don't want to watch, okay? Like, why are you not recommending videos to me that are based on what I watch? Why are you recommending Logan and Jake Paul's videos to me? I don't want to see them. I'm subscribed to certain channels for a reason, and while I think there is a good recommendation system in place, things just slip through that I just make no sense. And I don't know how to fix that algorithm issue, because all of that is lost on me. I have no idea. But yeah, so let's talk about the sort of content I think is destroying what YouTube is. Or just the change in YouTube content that I personally really dislike. There is, sorry if I'm looking down, by the way, I wrote out some notes in my bullet journal. So, unoriginal content and clickbait. Let's start with that. A lot of people have been saying, oh, it's the death of YouTube, and YouTube is going down a crappy hole, and I can sort of see where that's coming from, but I mean, I don't think it's the death of YouTube. That's a little dramatic, but do I think YouTube's content is becoming crappier? Yeah, I do. There's so many YouTubers now on the platform that are creating terrible content. They have clickbaity titles, and you get to the content, and it's just so boring and awful and cheesy, and it's just like, ugh. So let's talk about some of this content. So, vlogs. I'm sure a lot of you probably watch vlogs. There are some great vlogs out there. But when you have to put clickbaity titles and thumbnails to get views, it's kind of sad. And I don't have a problem with clickbait titles. It's such, like, I can understand that that's what gets views. That's what gets clicks, and you need that. But there are so many people that do it so unironically now that it just, like, it's sad. Like, I don't mind clickbait when, like, you have a clickbaity title and then, like, the first clip is like, okay, so, you know, okay, it didn't really happen. But, like, so many people in the vlog content world don't do that. Like, David Dobrik, you know, has super clickbaity titles and thumbnails, but he actually does the stuff in there. And he's very self-aware of clickbait. I mean, he literally sells clickbait merchandise. Should have brought my hat. I have one. Or his friends, like Zane and Carly and Aaron, in their videos, they're like, oh, what clickbait title should we do today? They're very self-aware of the fact. But there are people on this platform, vloggers, who put clickbaity titles and actually go about their vlogs and do nothing related to it, or they're like, clickbait is like 14 minutes in and it's not anything that it is. They do it so unironically that it's sad. It's like, you know, the entire platform's making fun of you, but yet there are so many viewers on here that are baited into it and are fans of it, I guess. And I think most of it is that there's so many young fans on this platform now, 12, 13-year-olds that have grown up in the social media world, and so have much different perspectives than I guess I would, because I'm part of the generation that kind of grew up with the internet, but not with social media. So, you know, I'm part of the generation where it's like, oh, when I was in 7th grade, I was ugly as shit. And now 7th graders are like gorgeous because social media has completely changed the game. So I guess I'm still part of that generation in which, you know, I just don't understand. Like, I can't understand why anybody would actually enjoy content like that. But there's so many people so many viewers on the platform now that do. And I think it's not only the fault of the creators, but of the fans. The creators are creating this bad content, and they are trying to clickbait people in, and it's unoriginal and awful. But there are so many viewers who watch it that give them what they want, that continues the cycle. Creators keep making clickbaity content, viewers keep watching it, creators make more bad content. That's just what it is. And there's so many young kids on this platform now that are just completely brainwashed by their favorite YouTubers. They're brainwashed. Anything that they do is good. Nothing they could do is bad. That's why something like this, you know, lots of people are saying that Logan Paul ended his career, but he didn't. Because his 15 million fans are like 12 and 13-year-old girls who are obsessed with him. They are mind-controlled. They're mind-washed. You know, they're brainwashed. Nothing Logan Paul does is wrong. And they will stay part of the Logang forever. So it's not only the fault of creators who are making bad content, but it's so the fault of the viewers and the fans and this community that's buying into it and continuing to let them do such a thing. You know, I remember on YouTube, maybe, was it 2014, 2013, when there was the giant sexual assault scandal with Alex Day and V1I and so many, and Sam Pepper, all of those sorts of things. And it sucked as a YouTube community to see all of these YouTubers taking advantage of their fans. But I remember both creators and viewers came together, we banded together and said, that's not okay, you can't do that. And we ended their careers, basically. Everybody unsubscribed. Everybody stopped watching their videos. We shunned them out for the terrible people that they were. Because we were a community that had common sense and morals. But now, there's so many young children, so young and impressionable on this platform that they don't know. They can't realize these things. And they don't realize that it's wrong. So they just keep a part of this cult following. So even though there are the rest of us on this platform that are like, that's literally insane, there are so many young, impressionable people that think it's okay. And I think they're kind of outnumbering people like us now. Because the rest of us can look at what Logan Paul did and say, that's fucked up. That's awful. But all of his fans are going to stay by his side anyway. So it's kind of not on the it's the responsibility of the viewers to realize these things, but I think it's also the responsibility of YouTube to do something. Because if the viewers aren't going to do something, then YouTube should. You know, Logan Paul broke YouTube guidelines. He did something that was so obscene and awful. And they should punish him for it because his fans aren't going to. We're not part of this YouTube community where fans are going to punish them for doing awful things like we used to. So YouTube has to step up and punish them. Remove them from the platform. Do something. I mean, Logan Paul didn't get a strike for it. How did he not get a strike for doing something so awful and against community guidelines? YouTube has to step up. It's their platform, it's their company, and they need to step up. And I think fans and creators alike need to band together and say that, you know, it's not okay. YouTube, these 12 and 13-year-old girls aren't going to do anything, so you do something. Which, I mean, we all know that these 12-year-olds shouldn't even be on the platform because you technically have to be 13 or whatever, but no one listens to that anymore, do they? And there's so many children younger than that on YouTube who are just being brainwashed by these sort of content creators who are selling them things and not saying that they're advertised, so they don't know, which, by the way, is not okay, and I'm pretty sure it's illegal to have an ad and not put that it's an ad, so you might want to think about that next time you post an advertisement. But, you know, their 10-year-old fans aren't going to say anything about it. They don't even know that it's an advertisement. So, just this whole clickbaity vlog content is just so toxic for this platform. And I'm really sorry that the lighting is really crap now, because it's getting dark outside now. Thanks, California. So, yeah, this content is just destroying the platform. And the viewers that are coming to this content and cult following it are destroying the platform. It's not just creators. I think a lot of what other creators coming onto this platform are and talking about this are too afraid to say is that it's the viewers' fault. It's 100% not just the creators. It's creators and viewers. Viewers are the ones who keep creators going. And if they keep saying that, you know, what they're doing is okay, then they're not going to stop. And so I think it's on the viewers, too, to step up and do something about what we don't like. Because I remember YouTube used to be such a small, not a small, but a good community. Like a good community of people who made good videos, who stepped together when something was wrong. And now it's not like that. And I really think we need to get back to that, because the things that people are doing nowadays is not okay. And then a lot of these YouTubers, you know, all they care about is their merch sales. All they promote is, oh, buy my merch, subscribe, leave a like. It's like half their videos, it's just like, oh, merch link in bio, merch link in bio. And I can understand why they need to sell their merchandise, because some of their videos are getting demonetized. But I feel as though it's mainly the people whose videos aren't getting demonetized that are trying to sell you these things. They're trying to sell their, you know, their 9 and 10-year-old fans merch. They're like, oh, okay, get your parents to buy it. Get your parents to buy it. And these parents aren't looking. They're just buying things. They're not looking at the content that their children are watching. So I think also another problem is that parents are not supervising their children. They're not keeping track of what they're watching. And that's not okay. You shouldn't be letting your 10-year-old on the internet unsupervised. Period. Especially on a platform like YouTube, where there are things that can clearly fuck you up. You're gonna let a 10-year-old go be like, oh, I love Logan Paul, and then they see a dead body. You can't not supervise your children on the internet. It's just, in this day and age, you cannot do that. So it's also the problem with, you know, parents not supervising their children and all the children that are on this platform. and how all of these content creators that are making content for children are abusing their power and getting them to buy all their crap. So, yeah, I think the 2 bullet points that I put at the end of my notebook says that creators need to act and change what they're doing, and that viewers need to stop following content creators like sheep, and that they can do no wrong, because that's not the way it works, and we need to step up and punish creators for what they're doing. So yeah, I think that's all I had to say for the most part. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of this unoriginal crap content. And I'm sick and tired of creators getting away with it. So I just thought it was necessary that a YouTube fan, a longtime YouTube fan, come on here and say something. And I'm sure that this video is gonna get, like, no views, no one's gonna watch it, but I at least needed to say something for me and put it out there, so yeah. I'm going to start posting videos on this channel now, because I have stuff that I want to make, and I need to talk about my feelings. Clearly, I've been letting them stew in my mind, and I can't do that anymore, so welcome to this platform. I have no idea what kind of videos are going to be showing up on here, but look forward to whatever comes up on this channel. Probably it's going to be stuff related to college and how much I hate my life, but I probably am going to need to ramble about some mental illness issues, which is probably going to get demonetized, but yeah. I guess just to end this off, since I talked about the whole Logan Paul ordeal, it's just that suicide's never the answer, and it's really important that you remember that even if it doesn't feel like anybody cares about you, someone cares about you. I've been in that mindset, I've been in that place, and I know how much it sucks, but please trust me as someone who's been there. Life is hard and it sucks, but it gets better, at least to the place where you don't feel like at least you don't feel suicidal anymore. It gets better, so please seek help. I'm gonna leave the suicide hotline down below. Please, please reach out to someone, talk to anybody if you're feeling this way. People care about you more than you could ever imagine, and it's okay to feel that way. Don't be ashamed for being depressed. It happens to so many people, so just know that you're not alone, and that it's also not shameful to seek help. So I'm really disappearing here, and that cat is very aggressive. Meow. So I will see you soon, hopefully. Subscribe if you want to join this wild ride, and please seek help.